Buckle up, bitches. This video is going to be as girthy as she is long. You may be wondering, Tracy, it's the middle of July. Didn't you miss the deadline for a mid-year reset 6 weeks ago? Oh ho ho, well, you must be new around here despite knowing my name somehow. In the middle of February, I made a video called It's Not Too Late to Set New Year's Resolutions. It's vaguely 6 months from that video. That makes it mid-year now, but you can still follow along even if you're late to that too. You never need to wait for a magical moment to start reinventing yourself. You can start right now, or tomorrow, or the next day. In this video, we're going to review our intentions and our vision boards, review our 6 months so far, our new or refreshed intentions and goals for the rest of the year. We're going to identify limiting beliefs and things that you'll need to learn to actually achieve your goals. We're going to give our vision boards a little refresh. But before we do any of this, I highly recommend that you declutter and clear and refresh your space before we can get into the mental processes of the reset. So make sure to watch my last video, and when you're done, come back here. I've also made a Notion template. You can download the template in the description. Intention review. What did you complete? What's in progress? What's not started? And do you still want to do them? I had 5 intentions for this year. The first one is a health and wellness goal. So under that goal, I have achieved clearing my low-grade cervical dysplasia, so SIN 1, so I no longer have that. My bowels are pretty regular, if I do say so myself, so that's really great for me. Improve my immunity, and I'm happy to report that I've only been sick for 3 days out of the entire year, which is honestly huge considering I spent 2022, a quarter of that year sick. Well, last year I couldn't even keep track of how often I got sick. It felt like it was every other month. I completed 2 medical medium cleanses. I'm working on my wrist exercises. I do little posture exercises every day. I decided to try a media cleanse. I did a dopamine detox. I put all these limits on my phone to combat phone addiction, so only 15 minutes of social media per day. My phone goes to black and white automatically at night so that I'm not searching for the dopamines before I go to bed. My YouTube intentions, which was give YouTube a solid shot. I didn't start this at the beginning of the year. It took over a month, but from February 19th, video I was talking about earlier, from there I have been consistently posting twice a month. I was only 1 week late once because I was in Japan, and going to Japan was honestly another intention of mine, still counting there. And I've incorporated writing and creation into my morning routine. I do a bit of video editing or writing before work starts, depending on where in the video process that I am. What's currently in progress. For health, I'm currently waking up at around 7:30 mostly, and the aim was to wake up at 6 a.m. so I guess I'm like halfway there. My relationship goals, my spiritual goals, they're always going to be in progress. My money goals still in progress. What's not started, and do I still want to do them? So there's some workout routines that I haven't started that I still want to do at some point. I want to get into walking. I currently don't really move. By the end of the year, I want to be able to be strong enough to go to Pilates classes. We're not at the end of the year yet, so I still have time to get on top of that. In terms of YouTube, I want to clear my fears of being seen and of failure. I haven't done that just yet. The goals that I've decluttered, I also wanted to go to Japan for a second time this year. I think that's just a bit excessive, and I want to work more on my money goals and some impulse control and to curb overspending. I kind of did it to run away from some problems that I was having in Sydney. So I thought if I go to Japan, I'll have enough excitement and distraction and feel good fun times to kind of relieve some of that. But to be honest, if your problems are about yourself and you go to another country, then guess what, bitch? Your problems fucking come with you. That's what I learned. Japan doesn't solve all my problems, but it solved one of them, which was to go to Japan because I wanted to. Things that I've already manifested. going to Japan. So these are things I've manifested in the past that I put on here to trick my subconscious mind into thinking all of this is possible. So went to Japan, started a YouTube channel, hot, sexy, loving romance, art, me looking hot, and then the rest is like pure fucking delusion. Part of my resolutions was to go to Japan. I wanted to go twice, but I've decided I only want to go once. This is now done. Learning I've been doing, decorating my room, which are these ones, still in progress and still want to do them. Health and self-care, still in progress. This is an apartment. This was so fucking delusional, but it's gonna stay. It's gonna stay. I'm gonna put it on my vision board until I fucking have it. We have some art. So this is one of my artworks, and these are some artworks that I really think are beautiful, that I really love. Unfortunately, nothing has transpired in the artwork department because I haven't done anything. I didn't set an intention, so it just never happened. But for the next 6 months, I set intentions around my art, so they're gonna happen now. We're gonna make it happen. For the 6-month review, what are you grateful for? What have you accomplished? What made you feel joy or fulfillment? What have you learned? What challenges did you overcome or are still overcoming? What's not coming with you in the next half? Include your New Year's intentions that you're not continuing. What are you lacking? Like, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for my boyfriend and my friends and my apartment and my YouTube. Obviously, like, go deeper than what I just did. I'm giving you the PG YouTube version. What have you accomplished? And these, you can put in what you achieved that were New Year's resolution related. These first 2 prompts are to really hype yourself up so that you feel good about yourself, because I find that these activities can kind of highlight areas of lack, and then we can get distracted by the lack in our lives and what we didn't do and what we should have done. This is the time to come back to yourself and just really appreciate and reflect on all the good that transpired. What have I accomplished? I went to Japan. I've been doing 2 videos every month consistently, and I'm here still doing it. So many of my like little health goals I achieved. I started writing again. Didn't think I'd be writing about personal development. But here we are, it's fun, and I have a lot to say about it, apparently. I've finished so many art courses and spiritual courses and astrology courses because I am a slut for knowledge. What made you feel joy or fulfillment? YouTube as like a new, fresh, creative expression for me. What have I learned? Learning more writing, learning more scripting. I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself, but because I'm so laser focused on the things that I want to achieve, that's pretty much all that I do. Pretty much, I'm awesome. I'm really good at this. Blah, blah, blah. What challenges did you overcome? I went to Japan again. That's always a big challenge because it brings about huge amounts of anxiety about, am I going to have fun? How am I going to afford it? Why am I doing this to myself? It is worth all the effort. Not an easy thing to travel, especially by yourself. I wanted to overcome my challenge of social media. I don't know if I'm actually afraid of it, or if I'm just apathetic, or if I even really need to do it at all. What's not coming with you in the next half? Include New Year's resolutions and not continuing. Overspending. Overspending's not coming with me. And also some other things that you guys don't have to know about. How will I be sexy and mysterious if I just tell you about all my problems and overshare on the internet? What are you lacking? I'm lacking art. I haven't finished a picture since last October. The last time I went this long without drawing was probably before 2018, and that's a really fucking long time. I'm getting FOMO from all the cute things that people are drawing that I'm not drawing. I kind of feel like I'm a failed artist and I just jumped to YouTube as a way to escape my failure. That's something for me to unpack. I realized recently that I'm lacking acceptance / forgiveness for the things that cannot change in my life and things that happened in the past. That's also really interesting, really fun to dive into later. Intention setting and goal setting. What you learned in your review is going to inform your reinvention. Include and or expand existing New Year's intentions from the intentions that are not yet started but you still want to do or is still in progress. The things that made you feel joy or fulfillment that you want to continue. How can you incorporate what you learned? the challenges that you're still overcoming, and incorporate what you're lacking. Here's some extra questions to help you think of some goals if you don't have enough inspiration just yet. What feelings are you after? Is it accomplishment, connection, consistent income to your store? Or is it so that you feel your life's highlight reel is validated, you're keeping up with society's expectations? Do you actually want the number, or do you just want the feeling of financial freedom that comes when your marketing efforts pay off? Do you want to lose 5 kilograms so then you'll love yourself? So maybe the goal isn't actually to lose weight. Maybe it's to learn some self-love. Really unpack what it is that you're after. If you can't think of any doing or getting goals, such as get healthy, get fit, start a business, go to pottery class, you can intend to seek feelings instead. From there, you can reverse engineer the how and what can get you to those feelings. If you want excitement, maybe the how would be traveling somewhere new or trying a new restaurant every month. If you're after a regulated nervous system, maybe you need to book in some therapy, or maybe you need to start meditation. If you're craving more joy in your life, maybe you need to carve out some time for some hobbies. What would you do even if you fail? My favorite question, not if you could not fail. Big difference, because failure is inevitable. So what would you do even if you fail? If you know your first YouTube channel will fail, will you still pursue it because you will find value in what you learn? Will you try Pilates even if you end up hating it? Because then you'll be closer to finding out what exercise regime actually lights you up and what you actually want to do. Intrinsic, not extrinsic. Action-based goals, not results-based. And inputs, not outcomes. Not get 10k followers on Instagram, not lose 5 pounds. Because ultimately, you don't have control over what numbers an external measurement system spits out. But also get healthy or grow my following. These goals are too vague, and without clarity, there is no drive for you to follow through, and there's no inspiration for you to continue. You need to base your goals on things that you can control. You can control how many times you upload per month, how much money you save every month, what percentage of money you save from every paycheck, how many times you go to the gym, how many days a week you get takeout, how many minutes of meditation you do each morning, and what time you get to bed. Organize your goals into life categories. So we have personal growth, spiritual, finances, career, health, recreation, environment, community, family, friends, romantic. So if you still feel stuck or overwhelmed, pick 3 categories that interest you and pick 1 to 3 goals for each. This can help organize your goals and inspire you to come up with a few. And then lastly, for each intention that you come up with, make sure you fill in your why. Creating compelling whys will help keep focus on the point of your goals. Why do you want to be healthy? Is it to look hot for Instagram? Is it to live a long, energetic life that's full of vitality? Why do you want to start a business? Do you want to make tons of money to buy luxury cars? Or do you want to have the freedom to work and travel at the same time? There is nothing wrong with wanting to look hot for Instagram or for having 500 fucking cars, but you need to make sure that the why is compelling to you. And that is something you're going to have to decide for yourself. For each of the intentions, there is a section for inspired action. You don't need to create a perfect plan. Just jot down some notes on how to get started. Start breaking down the goals into actionable bite-sized steps while we're still in that kind of thinking, preparing mode. I'm continuing with my health and wellness goals of I want to be that girl. The why is I want to be healthy. I want to take care of my body. I want to live life full of vitality. I want to be strong, and I want to be pain-free. Being pain-free is pretty fucking compelling. Before I used to just be like, oh, I want 6-pack abs because I'll look hot. Not compelling. My inspired action was to look into Pilates near the end of the year when I am feeling stronger, investing in a walking pad so I can start walking in my house. To be honest, I don't want to go outside. My second intention of YouTube, I still continue the same why that I can say I tried, so I won't have to wonder, because I think it's viable and I think my voice and art have a place on this platform. That stays the same. The refreshed energy that I'm placing into this intention is now I want to be monetized. That's completely new. I wasn't aiming for that before, but I don't see why I can't aim for it now. How and what I'm specifically going to do to get there, I don't fucking know. For now, I'm just gonna kind of continue as I am. The next kind of thing I need to work on is clear my fears of being seen and clear my fear of failure. We're going to do mindset work first. I know I said I had a money magic goal, but it was really just a Japan goal. So I've kind of rebranded it into like a money mindset intention. I just realized that I have a really annoying overspending habit and I want to kind of curb that. So my why is I'm tired of feeling like I don't have enough and that I'm constantly waiting for payday. Like my life doesn't really exist in the in between of when I get paid, and I want to feel like a rich abundant queen. Not only do I have pretty privilege, but I'm pretty privileged, and the fact that I'm overspending every fortnight feels really wasteful. I feel like I have a lot of privilege and I'm kind of squandering it. I wouldn't say it's overconsumption, but it's definitely overspending. The inspired action, I've just found a whole list of books that I want to read. I have a savings goal. I'm going to try no by July. My spiritual growth and my relationship intentions are mostly the same because they're like background continuous goals that I want to do all the time and I want to remember, so I put them in my resolutions so I know that they get worked on. The only difference is I'm tacking on creativity to spiritual growth. Now that we've got a rough idea of what we want our refreshed intentions to look like, go back and have a read of all of them and kind of see how you feel. What doubts are coming up for you? Write them all down. You may have already identified them in the inspired action section. Well, okay, gold star for you. But if you didn't, here is your chance to do that. So we're going to identify what limiting beliefs are blocking you, what patterns do you need to break, and what do you need to learn in order to make your intentions come true. For example, my limiting beliefs around YouTube go something like, I've seen people go get 100k subscribers in 6 months. I've seen other people do that, but it's not possible for me because I'm not good enough. I don't even have a camera. Who am I to even do that? I'm not special. My content is garbage. My camera angles are fucking weird and my apartment isn't cute enough and blah blah blah. That's one side of it. On the other hand, what's possible for them is possible for me. Why not me? I'm special. If they can, so can I. It's just my limiting beliefs that I think that I can't do it. So if I can manifest anything, I just need to release the limiting beliefs that I can't do it and visualize on being successful. And the bare minimum is how I want to get successful. On the other hand, 100k is just the vanity number. So why should I even want it? I should just continue with slow growth and consistency and persistence and perseverance and grit, and I will get there eventually. It's just an ego's desire for a numerical measure of success and achievement, such as subscriber count and time to success ratio. This is what happens when you consume too much productivity content. I decided that I'm not energetically capable of handling that overnight success, even though in the past that's definitely what I would have wanted. I'm going to work on my mindset and on up-leveling my craft. What patterns do I need to break? My overspending pattern, trying to control things that I can't control. What do I need to learn? I need to clear my fears of being seen and failure. I'm sure there are books out there that I can go find. I want to get a better money mindset. I want to learn to believe in all the delusional shit that I fucking want. This is why I only have 3 intentions, because in order to achieve anything, it's not just about doing, it's about being able to receive. Also clearing the space in your head that stops you from progressing, that stops you from starting, that stops you from receiving when you get it. It is not just about achieving the goal, and it's not just about the steps to get there. It's about what are the things that are potentially in your way that you need to get rid of? What are the things that you don't know? What are the knowledge gaps that you need to fill? That's why we don't choose so many goals. Try to think about what's essential and then how to expand on all of this, because 10 goals for 6 months probably doesn't sound like a lot, but when you dive into the nitty-gritty of the how you're going to do it and why do you even want it and what's in the way and what do you need to get and what do you need to learn, your 10 goals have now become 100, and that's how you get overwhelmed and die. Okay, let's start tying everything together. We are now onto the fun part, which is to refresh the vision board. If you want more ideas, please check out my New Year's video. I have a whole bunch of tips on what to do if you're not a visual person, how to make your vision boards good. But here is a little refresher. So to make your vision boards more believable to your subconscious mind, Photoshop your face or your name into the photos. Choose pictures from your first person point of view, as if you were taking that picture from your first person perspective. Include things that you've already manifested onto the vision boards so that you trick your subconscious mind into thinking that all of it's achievable when you have sprinkled in some things that you've already achieved. Now you're not starting from zero. Your subconscious will feel like there's already a springboard because it's already completed some. Tap into feelings. With each photo that you choose, ask, what do you feel? And if that resonates with what you intend, then it's a good photo. Tap into your feelings. Think about what you feel with each photo that you choose. If you are looking for a life of softness and flow and relaxation, and you pick a photo that makes you feel like energized and pumped up and on caffeine, maybe it's not the right photo to go on your vision board. I don't know. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not your mother. We have pretty money here. This just kind of represents my money mindset work. 6 months to get monetized. I don't know if that's possible, but you know, why not? Some of these I don't actually intend to manifest in 6 months. I release the timeline of when I want these to come true, because ultimately I don't have control over when or how. Here is just vaguely what I want. Cute apartment tour, cute new desk, me and my boyfriend looking so cute and so romance. Like, I just love this photo of us. Every time I see it, I'm like, ah, ah! Really gross noises comes out of my mouth because look at us. Was like, that is like, this is one of my YouTube video thumbnails. This is the view count as of today. And I just kind of want to make this my new baseline, because when I made my vision board at the beginning of the year, one of my vlogs from last year, this one probably had like 5-10 views. I would say that this amount is not normal for me, but I think it's pretty believable for it to become like my new normal, to even surpass that, especially in 6 months. I reckon, hope that comes true now that I've said that out loud. It'd be real embarrassing if it didn't. This is a picture of inside of an apartment in the area that I want to live in. Do I think I'm gonna get an apartment in 6 months? Fucking no. I want to be a homeowner, and I'm never not going to let go of the dream, so it's always going to be put on my vision board. It's like manifesting going to Japan. I put it on my vision board for like maybe 2 or 3 or 4 years before it actually happened. So this is a girl swimming in all her small business orders. Again, don't think I'll look quite like this in 6 months, and also completely release the how and how I make my money. But you know, this seems fun and cool to me. Some pretty hair that I want. These I just brought over from beginning of the year. Still want this little work from home setup, and I want to continue working hard, so that's why she's here. Pretty aesthetic food, because I've been kind of slack on my healthy eating goals. This kind of symbolizes a morning routine for me, and it just looks so cute and pretty, and her house looks put together and she looks put together, and she's reading in the morning. That's not what I'll be doing. I'll be listening to an audiobook and stretching, and definitely not doing the stretch. I think at the end of the year, want to get a camera. I might get one for myself for Christmas. And this one is just completely ridiculous. I saw this the other day, replicas of Sailor Moon's weapons and gadgets and stuff. You know what? Why not? Why not? Why not? It's so freaking cute and fun and pretty. And the point of the vision board is to tap into feelings, and I just put in things that I really love, like makes me really excited, makes me really inspired and motivated. I have been drawing more since I set the intention of drawing more, and I just really love this artwork. I think It just really encapsulates the direction that I want to move my art in. It's really just beautiful. I want to move my art in a direction that feels fun and is exciting to me. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. I really hope this helped. Next fortnight, I'm going to give you 10 steps on how to actually achieve the goals that you set out to achieve. I'm going to give you some really practical, actionable steps. So until then, you have 2 weeks to declutter and reset your space if you haven't already, and do your 6-month review, refresh your goals, refresh your vision board, and then when that's all done, we're going to actually do the goals. So hope you enjoyed. I'll see you then, I guess.